And we are live! Hello everyone, this is the Void Executive and welcome to the stream. So, today is a special day, more interesting than the others, because it's the very first gaming live stream of the channel. Yippee! Greetings and salutations, hello everyone, hello. Today is the day indeed. We're going to play the very game which we have been working on for a mod in these past few weeks. Which is, for those who don't know, who are new to the channel, Shadows of Forbidden Gods. But first, before we go into that, I'll do the usual public service announcements. Mainly the progress on the channel trailer. I am happy to announce that 99% is going to be completed within this week. It's really the last moments, last final touches before the channel trailer is ready and available on the main page of the YouTube channel. Yeah, indeed, the channel trailer, which will be a small animation, which I'm planning to make it also as a mini-series for expanding the lore of the channel. It's almost ready. It's only a matter of adding those final touches and make sure that everything is properly edited before it can get released into the public. After that, I think that I'll be working on potential future videos for maybe a mini-series. Like this channel trailer will act as a pilot episode for this mini-series, which may be interesting for you guys and also very fun for me to create. I've had lots of fun learning to use this editing software that I'm using for the video and creating something that I'm really proud of. It's nothing too crazy, but I'm pretty satisfied for a very first official full-on video to upload on YouTube. So, other than that, I think it will be ready within at maximum 3 days. I'm pretty confident. You'll know when it happens because of course I will showcase it in the stream when it's completed. Then today we'll play the game. A quick disclaimer: we won't be using the base music for the game for two reasons. First, it's because the soundtrack that is right now in the base game is not really interesting, because the cool soundtrack that we used to have got removed because of copyright. So we'll be using the same playlist that we've been using for all of these streams, which have very fitting music for the game and overall theme. But you'll be able to hear like the clicks and noises from the menus. It's not a game that requires having to listen to it, because it's mostly just the user interfaces. It's not nothing too crazy. The UI is very simple. It has like no animations or minimal animations and stuff like that. And another thing, this game that we are going to play, it has a few mods, but they are not those mods that completely overhaul the game. They are very vanilla friendly, and in my opinion they really improve the game. So the mods, I am a person that when I install mods, they have to be as vanilla as possible. I'm not a big fan of those total conversion mods and stuff like that. So these mods that are implemented in the game, they expand on the vanilla aspects. It also fixes some issues that the base game has. What does vanilla friendly mean? Vanilla friendly means that it's a mod which features do not alter too much the base mechanics of the original game. So for example, if you take a game and install a mod that adds quality of life fixes or extra content, but that doesn't feel outside of the original vision of the game. For example, for instance, it's not one of those mods where you put like Star Wars in Skyrim and nothing like that. I will explain everything about the game as we play. I'm not sure we'll manage to complete one game of in this stream, because it's one of those games that takes hours to win a match, because you really need to plan ahead, and it's a very slow burn game, especially because we'll take lots of time explaining every single mechanic, what I'm about to do, and the potential implications that the mod will have once it's implemented. I will also showcase the mods that we have installed, everything in due time. Before going that, I want to make again a quick celebration for what we managed to achieve in the last stream, which is the main art for the god. Lo and behold, oh, and it's this one here. This is the final art of the god that we are developing. This will take even longer since you've mentioned it's pretty complicated. We made the main art, let's go. In the game, I'll show you the other gods that are available, which have similar art to this. And this one doesn't have a name yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. The team will think of a name and of the lore and the different mechanics. But I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to see once this mod is fully playable and fully available in the workshop. You can bet we are going to play this game again, and we are going to try the mod and see it for ourselves. And the faceless god, exactly. So let's stop some chit chat and show immediately the god in question. Sorry, not the god in question, but the game itself. Let me put the mood. Okay, let me see if it already switches or if I need to make a simple transition. And let me see if it works. There we go. This is Shadows of Forbidden Gods. I don't know, it looks like a faceless moon, since the golden thing they have for the masks look like a moon. Yeah, kinda. It acts more like a portal of some sort. But okay, so let me double check real quick if everything is working in the live stream before we run into any complications. It should work fine. My avatar may block some things, but I will do my best to try and change it if it's necessary. So this is the main menu of the gods. Sorry, I keep repeating it from having to say God this many times during the live streams. So this is the game, Shadows of Forbidden Gods. Pretty straightforward. I'll show you quickly the different mods that we have. There are a few. So the community library is basically the base mod used, which many other mods depend on. But it's mostly just extra societies. So there are different types of societies. In the base game it was only kingdoms, and some of the mods I've added add things like republics, khanates, dynasties, and it adds more variety to the overall game. I added a mod that expands the names, so there is a bigger pool of real names in different languages. Living characters, it's just a bit tweaks on the AI. Extra events, because there are events that will happen during one turn to the other, which add more, which add some variety. And many of these modders are also present in the Discord, some of which are working on the mod that we are currently making. So some of the people working on the mod are already veterans of this game. But let's go to the god selection screen, which is already, it's basically one of the things that sold me out whenever I first discovered the game. So we have the, this is how it will look like. So imagine our god placed in here in the selection screen. I'll go quickly, I'll skim through the different available gods that we have. These ones are all vanilla, and there is one that's from a DLC that's available for the game. So I'll introduce you to them one by one. So this is the She Who Will Feast. It's basically the beginner-friendly god. It's the first one you need to play, and it's pretty straightforward. I think we'll be using this one for this stream in particular, so, because it's very straightforward, very simple to use, and very simple to explain with the different mechanics. It's basically a snake that once it's born, it needs to grow more and more until it's able to devour the world. Here you can see that there is a brief lore explanation and then brief explanation in terms of mechanics. So this is the first one. Then there is the second one, which is Yastur the Laughing King. This one is a god that's centered around madness, usually in this book, which you need to place into cities or in possession of heroes and rulers to make them go insane. Then we have Vinerva, which is a goddess of nature. She uses some benefits to the people, like some flowers that give gold or flowers that cure plague and famine, but as people consume her gifts, they become corrupted. So you exploit these gifts, which are in truth malevolent. The Laughing King reminds me of the King in Yellow. I don't know, I can see the correlation though. Ophanim, the Divine Beyond. This one is a god that basically creates darkness, so then he can show to the people as the savior for a problem he himself caused. And it's basically, imagine like an evil angel, but it's about light. Then we have Mammon, Wealth of Man, Spirit of the Mountain. This is a god that's based around greed. It corrupts trade routes alongside the different countries and cities, and it has this relation between greed and opulence, and it exploits this by devouring people. Then we have the Broken Maker, which is essentially a endless mode and new game plus mode. Because usually whenever you win a game, it says there's the victory screen and that's it. With this god, no matter if you win or lose, it progresses the game and the world evolves around your wins or losses. It's an endless mode, a new game plus mode. The Evil Beneath is the god from the DLC, which is the DLC adds an underground layer of the map, and this is a god that's centered around the use of the underground, which is also the layer in which there are dwarven civilizations. Cordyceps Hivemind is an insect god. It uses like a fungal infection to turn people into mindless insects. And then lastly, it's a bonus god that's games, which is basically a random god, a random mode. It's centered exclusively around chance and the game of luck. wait, you got you got jump scared by the insect god or by the skelly man? I think the insect god. Yeah. Sorry if you are sensitive to insects. But yeah, so these ones are all of the available gods, and there are more that can be downloaded from the workshop, made by other people. So we are going to play She Who Will Feast, which is the simplest one. It will be much easier for me to explain the different mechanics. So we select the god. So we have many options. First is the size of the world. We'll keep it as is. The game seed will keep it random, just to make it a bit interesting. We go base difficulty, and then we can see the advanced options. There's a turn limit, orcs, deep ones, elves. The alliance is something that will happen later. With challenge events, types of map generation, holy orders, which is basically religions. How humans can respond to your actions, how the world panic happens, but I can explain everything. So it's already in depth in the world generation. But now we press start and see the world. Let's turn off the hints. Okay. So this is the main interface of the game. So we have this randomly generated world. Let me check real quick if everything is working. Yeah, it seems so. So this is a completely randomly generated world, with its islands, settlements, people, heroes. And we start over here. The location here is also different. So this is the Elder Tomb, and it's where the god is sleeping, essentially. Here on it looks complicated. Yeah, because it is, but it's one of those games which are they are a bit intimidating at first, but as you start playing the game, they are not too hard to understand. So here on the top left we can see our god. At the moment we have only one power. Seals broken, basically they as the turns progress, the seals break and we get more powers. Here it says when the next seal will break, and when we'll have the mod, we'll have basically the art here that will change masks as you select the different powers. The powers, if you check over here, right now we only have one power because we are at the start of the game. As the god awakens even more, we'll unlock more powerful powers. Agents, so we do not control the god directly, only through we can only control the god directly only by using the powers. For any other action we use agents. The first agents are basically like little minions that will work in the shadows to try and corrupt the world and try to facilitate the awakening of the god you have selected. Every god starts with the supplicant, which is the very first minion you obtain. Excited to see you consume this puny world. Welcome to the stream. I cannot wait. I don't think we'll manage to end one game today. Maybe I'll need to make another stream or something. Could be something for the other streams that you are going to do. So maybe our plan is to play the game until we win on one match, and then I'll see what else we can do. So, when you select an agent or even a hero, here there are different stats. There is might, lore, intrigue, command. These are the stats that are necessary to make challenges. Hit points is basically the life of the character. Sanity is the level of sanity. Profile is how much your character is known to other people. And menace is how much you are seen by other people as a menace. So you can have a character that's very high profile but has very low menace, so everyone knows about him but they don't think he's a menace. Or maybe you can also have the opposite, so maybe a character that's very hard, it's not well known, but if you get to know him, it's very high menace and it gets seen as a threat. The most important stat to keep as low as possible is the menace, because that's what gives heroes a reason to attack you or not. Each hero can have their minions. Here, let's see, we can select one of the initial abilities that this one in particular can have. You're hooked already? Good. So, some unique agents have, especially the supplicant, which is this one. The art will change depending on the god chain. So each god has their own version of the supplicant, which is what we are going to do in future streams for the god of the mod. We're going to make one art of the supplicant per mask. They can have unique abilities. So in this case we have Conduit. Whenever this agent completes an Shadow challenge, gain 2 power. Can be useful. When in a human settlement, increase shadow by 1% per turn, or when killed in a human settlement, all points of interest become infiltrated. I think I will choose the Dying Light because it's very important. Now, and we can, since here it says we have 1 out of 2 agents and we have some recruitment points, if we want we can create an agent. This is the list of agents that we can obtain. It's divided in 2 categories: generic agents and unique agents. The difference is that unique agents can only be recruited once, and if they die they are gone forever, but they have more unique abilities. For example, the courtier is an agent that works within the royalty or the nobility, so it has challenges that are specific to this role. He can cause political scandals and has connections that makes it easier to corrupt nobles. Or maybe it can be something like I don't know, maybe the trickster. The trickster can like steal gold whenever it gets in the same tile as a person, or it has this little monkey that can be used to befriend people, because each hero and enemy has likes and dislikes, and that can also influence how they act. There are some unique agents which you can unlock only under specific circumstances. For example, if you want to recruit the Plague Doctor, you need to first start a plague, and it will have abilities related to that. So unique agents are very, very powerful, but you cannot recruit them anymore if you lose them. Generic agents, they are basically you can recruit how many you want, as long as you have enough slots for the agents and recruitment points. Now, we've talked about agents. Now let's go to the heroes. Heroes look like agents, but they have different things. They can have minions, and there's heroes and there's also rulers. If you click on most of the settlements, like this village or the city, you can see the ruler of the settlement. and the heir. Each hero and ruler, if you see on their info, you can see the same stats that we have for the agents, but you can also see what they like and what they dislike, and that will affect their decisions. Each hero has their own family tree, so you can check every single connection they have. So I don't know, this one is a General Nur Bazak. It has, as you can see, 2 children. We can click and you can check basically any detail about any person that's present in the world. And for the heroes, here on the right side you can see what they are going to do. So for example, the top one is the one that they are most likely going to do. There is a number over here. The higher the number, the more likely they are going to make that decision. And if you check each challenge they want to do, you can see all of these stats that influence it. So for example, now this hero wants to rest and resupply because it has HP loss. It has made challenges since resting and is in their homeland. Then after this they may want to guard this particular person because it's close family. Let's check it out. It's this one here, which is, let's see what he wants to do. He wants to reduce unrest in the city of Abadi because he dislikes combat, dislikes discord, as we can see over here. So as you can see, it's a very interconnected world, and everything is dynamic. And we as agents, we can exploit those interconnections. Same thing applies for rulers. For example, if we, I don't know, this is the capital of this kingdom. If we go to national actions, we see, so this kingdom wants to worsen relations with this dynasty because he thinks it's a threat. This game is giving me so much ideas. Thank you so much. Hey, no problem. I'm glad you're liking it. But so now it's also a game that has many different layers. So if we click over here, we can see like a filter for which highlights the nations, the profile, so how much we are seen, but we are basically nobody. International diplomacy, infiltration, which now is nothing, but I will show you in a moment. Awareness, I'll show you in a moment because we're just at turn 1, nothing has happened. This is a modifier because any location has different modifiers, which can be any of these. Point of interest, so each maybe a particular city has a library or a fortress, which can be viewed if you click on a city. Here there are the different points of interests, which if infiltrated can give you different advantages. Here it highlights all the heroes and their home cities, character traits, character preferences. Here you can see like all the people that dislike combat, all the people that like combat. There's plenty of filters to check out. You can see the houses because each family belongs to a specific house, and you can even cause like hatred from one house to each other, so the members of these houses start fighting or start making political discord. Location shadow and ruler shadow, for now it's nothing because we've just started. Holy orders are basically the religions available. So if we check, for example, here, this is Faith, Children of Innocence. We can see every stat related to this specific religion. So this is a religion more about killers, and if you infiltrate like a holy order or temples, you can influence the religions as well, make them in your favor. And keep in mind, every action that you can do, the heroes can do it against you, essentially. Speaking of which, every game has the chosen one. We can click over here, which we'll select. We can recognize it, the chosen one, because it has spikes around the character instead of being a simple circle. So this is the chosen one. It will be the first person. Now the awareness is 0%, but it will become 100% in a few turns because it's the first person to become aware of your existence. And it will actively try to let everybody know that you exist and you are about to become a threat. And you will try to make alliances and do anything that's in their power to stop you. Speaking of awakening and stuff like that, these are very important stats. So the world panic, as you cause more and more chaos and start awakening, the world panic will increase. The higher the world panic, the more actions that heroes can do against you. Victory is the percentage. You need to reach 100% in order to win the game. There are different parameters that will influence the overall score. And then there is awareness of the underground, because there is an entire underground layer. This is a part of a DLC for the game though. In the underground, the only types of civilization is the dwarves. So, now, let me check real quick which country or which nation we can try to corrupt first. So we could... this one is a bit too big, because you need also to consider how big is one nation, because bigger nations are harder to conquer. Choose one you don't like. So the types of the civilizations I hate the most are the elves, because they are very powerful, but they are also very hard to obtain. But I can see that they are already busy. If you see those red lines, it means that they are, this nation and this nation, they are at war with each other. So I don't think we need to do anything. Right now they are like making some battles. If we check the modifiers, we can see that, for example, this village already has some death and devastation. People are starving already. There is some unrest. I think we'll try to do... Oh, there's another thing you need to keep into consideration. So each hero has their own home location, and if you start doing stuff in the home location of the chosen one, he will take priority over that, because of course it's his home country and he takes priority in that. So if we start immediately like working with this nation, we might encounter the chosen one too early. So I think we can try to infiltrate. Let's try to infiltrate this one over here. So I'll grab my agent and tell it to go in this general direction. So, and then I press and turn. Oh, we have already an event. So as you make turns pass, you get some mid-challenge events, and you can make some decisions. For example, let's see here. Empress Gangana relieves the news of her child Mage Dipalina's death over and over, haunted by the memory. Without sleep or rest, they are losing their mind to grief. In these dark times, they are prey for the elder powers, as they can no longer defend their mind against the forces that would undo it. So if we check what they are talking about, yeah, coincidence. We are talking about the Empress of the home location of the Chosen One, which is at war with the elves. So she's already going crazy because her child died, and we can have two options. The memory will not fade, their mourning period will increase by 15 turns, or shall the memory everlasting be? There is a better option now. Drive them to insanity. Which means Empress Nangala loses 10 sanity and costs 1 power. So we have already 1 power available here. And the sanity, the max sanity it can have is 8. So if we use this, the sanity will reach 0. And whenever a person sanity comes to 0, they obtain a permanent debuff because they become insane. Let's see what happens. We'll try to drive the Empress of the nation of the Chosen One insane, and let's see what happens. So let's end the turn. Okay. Okay, now this is another type of event. The same Empress has recognized the dangers of leaving the dead unattended and has temporarily hired an exorcist to make sure they are all properly put to rest. The exorcist will wander in the dynasty, removing human souls and death modifiers, as well as attacking menacing undead units. Yeah, just basically said there's too many dead people. Let's try to fix it. That's because there's now like lots of battles happening in one place, which causes death and devastation. Yeah, and this person died because they battled in this location for so long that the devastation reached maximum, and the ruler of this place died. But now let's check this Empress, which is now is Mad Empress, because her sanity went down to 0. As you can see, now the sanity is back to 8. It went from 8 to 0, and then it goes back to 8, but now it's insane. This character has been driven insane. A character may acquire a maximum of 5 effects, and right now it has liking towards orcs, deep ones, and undead, which is pretty ironic. And as you can see, it's now added on the list of her likes, which will impact her decisions. If we see, maybe not yet, but this will impact her actions. So I can see that this area is already pretty fucked up. So let's go back to our supplicant, which is going to the destination. In the meantime, I will take the opportunity to obtain another agent, since we can afford one. I think I will grab the let's try the trickster. The location in which you decide where to spawn the agent is also important, because this will determine their parents and their relatives. And since this is a unique agent, it has unique traits. Attack monkey, pickpocket primate, but I will choose adorable monkey. So when this trait is first acquired, the 2 nearest heroes without any opinion on the agent will gain a liking. So I already have some allies. So I befriended this mage and this prince. That's good. Okay. Now we are going to the main mechanics of the game. The main way to corrupt heroes and rulers is through shadow. But before doing that, we need to infiltrate the different locations. So for example, we select our agent. Here on the right side there's a list of challenges that we can do. The color of the challenge is correlated to the type of stat that we'll use. So for example, we need to infiltrate farming community, and it's a challenge that uses intrigue. So this agent that we are using is perfect because it's specialized in intrigue, so we'll do just that. And it takes 19 turns. We'll try to do the same with our trickster, because this one is also an intrigue specific agent. We'll do infiltrate farming community, and now we simply keep pressing end turn to make the turn go on. Here I will dismiss most of the messages because many we don't need, but you can decide to no longer show certain types of messages, because this game literally tells you everything that's going on, even if it's something on the other side of the map. Okay, this one, another person died over here. That's good. Okay, let's see. It's doing a challenge and it's facing a problem. Let's see. First, the trickster made her offering gold, and then made a subtle threat on his life, but Noble, in charge of the security, only returns an amused smirk. He attempts to catch your agent off guard with an accusation of planning to assassinate Burgmeister Samantina Diamantis, which is the ruler of this village. Rather unbothered by the cult's assassination plot, he is convinced to assist. He brags of his own plans benefit from his, but expresses there is no incentive for him to take part in anything dangerous. So we have a gold. I think we can use this, because it gains 20 challenge progress, which is challenge progress. Basically, it's this score here, which is needed to complete the challenge. So let's skip. Let's make an insane. Someone's getting married. We don't care. Okay, now the chosen one has become aware. Another thing you can do with the heroes is that you can watch, and it will notify you whenever they want to do a specific action. I always do it for the chosen one, so I know what they are about to do. But now the chosen one is 100% aware, as you can see, and will try, as you can see here, warn the world. At the moment it's not the top priority, but it will be eventually. Let's continue. Okay, right now it's an event in which we can do nothing about it, because we don't have other options. Your agent profile is increased by 4, and your agent's intrigue is reduced by 1 for 20 turns. That's a shame. Okay, enough turns have passed over here, so one seal is broken. And now we have unlocked a new power. Sorry I was silent, my friend told me you crazy stuff. How is it going? It's okay, it's okay. I hope my explanation is a bit is okay. I'm sorry if I am being very slow, but I want to explain everything in detail so you guys can understand what's going on. So now what happened is we broke the first seal, which usually breaks as the turns go on, and we have unlocked a new power, which is Eyes in the Shadows. Boosts the infiltration in selected location. I think we are going to be using this one right away, so let's go back to the power. Oh yeah, I cannot, I need to wait until I have 2 power. So it's okay, in 10 turns we can do it. Let's continue the... Oh, another city fell. Let's see how much. Yeah, this kingdom is not doing good. As you can see, as there is devastation and stuff like that, the world panic and the victory points increase. Don't care. Oh, now that our Empress is insane, she's tried. every once in a while she goes crazy and does crazy stuff. For example, in this case, she's causing unrest to rise in her city. Huh. Autosave. We gain 50% shadow. Huh. Into the shadow. Okay, first shadow begins to take hold. The world becomes slightly darker. As you expand your shadow, the nobles and heroes of the world will become obscured by darkness and lose the ability to defend themselves against your coming dominion. It's essentially, we are doing what Saruman did to King Theoden in Lord of the Rings. Okay, so our first agent, the Trickster, completed the challenge, which was to infiltrate the location. We need to infiltrate the locations because they will allow shadow to spread faster, and it gains access to new challenges that will be beneficial to us. Another good thing about infiltrating locations is that, as you can see, with each name there is a number. That number is the level of security. The higher the security, the longer it will take for an agent to complete a challenge. So we want, and by infiltrating a location, if we check this one here, security is 0. Since we infiltrated the village next to it, the security decreased. So as you infiltrate more and more places next to each other, they will gradually weaken all of the others. Okay, let's see this other challenge. Out on a walk, the supplicant's curiosity is piqued by a trail of red spatters leading to a back alley. Certain member of the local high council lays pale against the wall, alive but delirious. A mere thug must have carved them for coin, only for them to escape. Your agent ponders for a moment whether to offer aid to brag of this later within the high society, or to simply pull the boots off and strip them of all valuables before leaving them to bleed to death. We can either reduce our menace or gain 25 gold. I think I will do gain 25 gold because we have 0 menace, so there is no use into choosing the other option. The reason why I'm saying that I won't be able to finish the game in one stream is because it's it's a slow burn, as you can probably tell. Although today it was especially slow because I need to explain everything essentially. We are only on turn 19 after all. Let's the guards patrol as orders, and the watchmen do their duty, but none watches patiently as gossip as often as the elderly women of this city. A vast network to rival any a spy master could craft, they are becoming suspicious of the trickster coming and goings, muttering about their presumed misdeeds and foul motives. They may not suspect the truth, but they certainly have experience enough to note when something is wrong and when someone is hiding something. Let's see what we can do. We can either gain 10 profile, gain 10 menace, or abandon the challenge. I think I will choose the nothing can be done without drawing further suspicion. I will gain 10 profile, but profile is easier to decrease than menace. Okay, I see that now we have 2 power, so we can use Eyes in the Shadows, which will boost the infiltration in a location. Let's do it in one in which we are not using an agent yet. We can try this one maybe. It's this power is very powerful because it basically skips an entire challenge. It automatically infiltrates 1 point of interest. So now this entire location is already infiltrated without having us to send the agent here, do the challenge, wait a few turns. Oh, this is kind of funny. This is the chosen one. Since the chosen one has chosen to build a life elsewhere and made a new home at City of Pali, they decided on this change due to the loss of their old home. Yeah, that's because your old home is so fucked up. Look, they've been fucked over by the elves. So, like half of the cities are starving to death. Of course, we want to decide a different home location. Let's say that this chosen one is not the luckiest one. Okay, now our agent has managed to infiltrate this village and has gained a level. Whenever an agent gains a level, you can decide to improve one of these stats available, or in this case, which is what I will choose, I'll choose stealthy. So it loses some profile per point of intrigue every turn, which is very useful, because if we keep a low profile, it will be harder for other heroes to detect our agents and intervene. Okay, let's go. Let's bring this one to this convent. Okay. Oh. Another seal is broken. 2 out of 9. Another seal breaks and your god comes closer to their return. Maximum power increased. Oh, I gained 1 agent slot, so now we can have a maximum of 3. And we got a new power. Fleeting Servant. Creates a Fleeting Servant modifier on a given location as a distraction. Heroes will believe it to be a threat. It has 30 profile and 50 menace, and may engage in a short quest to defeat it, wasting their time and efforts. That can be useful, but it's very situational. The most important thing is that now we have an extra slot for an agent. Let's see which one we can try to make. Not sure. I'll wait a little bit for the moment. Let's focus on infiltrating the new locations. Let's make it continue. I'm skipping a lot of where's this one? This priestess is putting a plan in motion to kill another person and take the prize as ruler. I'm skipping a lot of this dialogue because most of it is really unnecessary. I will explain whenever they are needed. Supplicant is brought before a court, and not the dancing, wine drinking, and gossipy kind. These withered elders and their students hold the reins of the Konitsa convent with words of power and scribbled bindings. They are no mages, instead they write laws. They are the bureaucracy, the legs upholding the throne. And today, Burgmeister Sevasti Diamantis has assembled them to find out if the houses your agent procured for the cult owe taxes to her. I want to have this option, which makes my agent lose some progress, but that's okay. We have plenty of turns still. Okay. Yeah, it can happen that when a person dies and they know who was the murderer, they will hold grudges. Let's see this one. Merchant of Antiquities. As the trickster goes out... Oh, by the way, I really like the art of the base game. The base game has some images from paintings. Some of the mods use AI generated images, but I don't blame them, because if someone wants to do something for a mod without, like, just for fun, I think that's perfectly fine. As the trickster goes about their business, they are called on to by a trader, sitting beside his assortments of wares. He's been watching for a while now and has realized that the trickster is involved in some affairs they may not want the guards knowing about. He assures the trickster that he has no intention of turning customers over to the guards, assuring that the subtext is well understood, that if the agent does not make a purchase, they would not be a customer, and so might not be as safe from his reports. He may of course not be trustworthy, and possibly the item brought will turn out to be of no worth at all. So we have two options. Let him call them, we will not be extorted, which will gain us profile and menace, or buy a trinket, which will grant us a common item but lose 20 gold. Since I don't want the menace to increase, also by the way, I want to let you guys notice, as the profile and menace increase, their minimum value increases as well, so it will come to a point in which the profile and menace cannot go down a certain level. It all depends on how many misdeeds you do. I think we'll buy a trinket and hope it's a good one. Let's see what we got. For some reason this ring is hard to remember, its mundane nature seemingly carrying over to its wearer, whose face seems to slip the memory of all who see them as soon as they are gone. -5 profile. Can be good. And now we have... Oh, the empress that we made mad has died, damn it. That's a shame. Usually you need to keep alive the mad people, because they will over time cause problems. Apparently it wasn't the case for this one. Let's see, which one is this? The guild haunts them. Now, our trickster gained a level. We'll give her the stealthy one as well. Okay, we are about to infiltrate a city. Cities are a bit harder to infiltrate because they have multiple points of interest and they have a higher security, which is why it's always a good idea to try and infiltrate the villages around a city to lower the security and then attack the city itself. For now we'll try to... Oh, now that we have no gold, but we have infiltrated the village, we could try and steal some gold. Let's steal some gold over here, because now what we are going to do is we go to the city and use the bribe guards challenge, which is we use some money to lower the security by 2 for a limited amount of turns. But by doing that we have turned the security to 0 and we are able to make the challenges in the fastest way possible. Okay, with this one the option is I usually choose assistance in the task because it allows us to gain some progress, and we have also enough power to use eyes in the shadows again. I think I will do this one. Letter of Reconciliations. Empress Ahmadi has written to Governor Zijun Fan in a bid to stop the hostilities between them. The Empress argues they should put aside their differences and work together against humanity's many common foes. The letter can be intercepted or the words twisted, or the outcome left to fate. At the moment we cannot do anything other than leave it to the fate. 65% chance the two characters will build a relationship, 20% the letter has no effect, or 15% the governor loses liking towards the Empress. Let's see. The letter is convincing, the apology is accepted, the governor forgives the Empress to some degree. That's a shame. Okay, now, since we chose before with the trickster to have the ability in which with her adorable monkey she befriended the two people, now one of those people made a favor for us because this person likes the trickster. The mage Attila has built a case that the trickster's misdeeds were justified, or perhaps that they never occurred at all, and encourage wider society to set aside their ill will towards them. This plea was generally well received, but some less forgiving voices are calling Mage Attila's motives for this into question. The trickster has lost 15 menace and Mage has gained 8 menace, so basically they did a favor to us. That's good. Let's make her like Shadow. We have infiltrated this place. And now I think I'll use this one to infiltrate this other city. Just like we did before we bribed the guards. By the way, if you guys have any questions about the game in particular, let me know. I know pretty much anything about it because I've played so much of it over time. If there is anything that's unclear. Okay, yeah, this is still getting destroyed. They are all starving to death over there. That's nice. Start my famine. An order still broken. We obtained two new powers. Let's see. Increase the danger of all quests and neutral challenges in this location by 7, or influence a trade route which starts or ends in a fully infiltrated city, causing it to add 1% shadow to all locations it passes through each turn for 25 turns. Let's see. Which trade routes are available. There's this one, which I don't think we really need. There aren't many trade routes coming from the area we are trying to corrupt, but no matter. Most importantly, I want to... Oh, okay. Let's go back here. Okay, the trickster has discovered a gaggle of alchemists. These poor fools, driven by a dangerous mixture of curiosity and naive yet arrogant greed, imagine themselves on the verge of solving life's problems. Immortality led to gold, their desires are pedestrian, yet their approaches could bear fruit if guided by those who know more. We can try... Let's try this one. We lose 15 challenge progress, but we raise this location's shadow by 50%. So now I can explain more about shadow. We've added shadow to this location. Once shadow reaches a certain level, the rulers and anyone nearby can obtain shadow as well. In shadow, the rulers and heroes are very beneficial to us because they will not try to stop us, to stop our actions, and it may as well help us at some point. So the sooner we try to corrupt the areas we need to corrupt, the better. Although right now I can see that there is this circle of light, which is a word, because heroes use words if they want to repel the shadow. But that's okay, because soon I will show you something that's really nice. Okay, now the Chosen One has begun to want to warn the world. Now it's starting to run around and tell everyone that, oh, there's a god about to end the world. Let's use our power yet again. Let's try over here. Let's do this one. So, going back to the mod that will be available for this game, it will have similar mechanics to the base game, and /or will utilize some mechanics that are already present, like shadows, the modifiers that are available to each place, things like that. Since this game is very complex and intricate in terms of interconnections and interactivity between one element to the other, it allows for a wide variety of potential mods and content. Okay, so now if we check, these red areas are the areas where the ruler knows about our existence. Some knows us only about 50%, but then there's ones that will know 100%. And when someone is aware of our existence and are not enshadowed, they will try to stop us. But I wouldn't worry about that too much, because we are very far away from the location of the hero, although we need to keep an eye out in case it becomes a problem. Okay, now let's try to infiltrate the last point of interest for the city, so that we can try to enshadow it completely and start beginning the phase of corruption for this particular world. Okay, we've infiltrated another location, or rather another piece of interest. This is a particular event. I won't be following it because it allows for a quest that you need to do, which gives you a potential powerful entity, but that's something that's a bit more advanced, so I want to avoid using that. But regardless, I will read what the message has to say. Let's say that this game has lots of the charm is through this flavor text and illustrations. The Daughterhood cult has existed for centuries. Their sect has been weaving through humanity's religious texts and developments. Often their symbols will be found as a small part of a much larger temple, as a concession of a dominant religion of the faith of the Daughterhood. Their preaching unnerves the listener, as they catch that the Creator hates creation and that humanity's very existence is a sin which may one day be undone. Despite their blasphemous doctrine, they are tolerated and sought out for their uncanny ability to foresee the future. Their guidance allows crops to be gathered before the storm and villages to be evacuated before the flood. Lately, however, the seeing daughter of city of Kazerun has started screeching in terror, raving that the end has come and that the time of unmaking is near. I wonder what she's talking about. We have two options. One does nothing and the one starts the quest, but we won't be doing that for today. We gain another level. This time we'll increase the level of intrigue, just in case. The Chosen One is going around to warn to warn the world even more. The hideout's doors rattle. The law is here, and the lowlives the supplicant had dealings with scatter like roaches, locking their secret exits tightly after themselves. To be got here in the den of thieves and smugglers would not come off as something an innocent person would be involved with. Let's try on a secret mission. Nothing happens. Let's see. Oh, let's use the eyes in the shadows again, which is again very, very useful. Can try. Let's try the city for now. Okay, I think we have infiltrated both of the cities. The supplicant completes infiltrate palace, same over here, and we go into. So now we are we'll recruit the third agent, which is. I was thinking of a warlock, because what we need to do right now is some challenges that require lore. For this one, the thing about warlocks is that, and mages is that you can choose between 3 types of masteries, which give you access to different types of magics. In this case, I think I will use geomancy. So there's geomancy, which is about causing earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, anything related to nature and meteorological events. Mastery of death is basically a necromancer, and mastery of blood magic is basically doing curses tied to family names and heroes. Will be used master of geomancy, but for what we need to do, it doesn't really matter. So now that we've managed to infiltrate all of the points of interest in this location, we can bring our warlock over here. In the meantime, I'll make this trickster lay low, so that we can lower her profile and menace. Oh, another thing that's particular to this nation in specifically, this one is an enclave. So what it means is that the capital is protected by different glyphs, which can be destroyed only if you manage to infiltrate all of the other cities. So this one has 3 glyphs, each one provided by a different city. And so far we managed to infiltrate 2 where we can destroy the glyph. Let me see. I think 2 of them are really important to remove, so I think we can try to destroy this glyph and do the same over. Oh, this one is very useful. I have the gold. Let me buy first this item, which is kinda rare. It basically reduces the wards, which are these ones here. If I give this one to a person, it will lower this protection against the darkness. So let's first destroy this glyph. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are now first gaming stream, which is a bit particular because we are streaming the game of which we have been making the art until now. So the mod which will have the drawings that I've made, will be present in this game that I'm showing right now. All good, thank you. Hope your day has been pretty good as well. I'll be releasing a trailer for the channel very soon. It's just a matter of days by now. Okay, another seal has broken. So we have now 4 out of 9. The more seals are broken, the longer it will take for the next one to break. And now that we have our warlock, we can do the end shadow. So with this one, it will bring the shadow of a location to 100%, and it will begin to spread across the lands. So I think we'll do just that. With this one, I'll make it lay low. This one is already good to go. Get over here and try to infiltrate. Actually, let me try infiltrate this one. And let's bring this one over here. Okay, we make this one lay low, so it doesn't. We lower the menace, which is a bit too high for now. Okay, this one, it's about to enshadow the place. Okay, we steal some gold from here to then bribe the guards in the city nearby. Stealing the gold, come here, bribe the guards. In the meantime, the Chosen One is still warning everybody they can. Let's see. The laughing group of orphans roam the streets passing warlock as they do every day. Places they roam are the ones they prefer, and the moment they are free from a day work at their orphanage behest, they play from noon to night. Yet today, even with your agent's abnormal schedule and peculiar pathing around the town of Pierres, they still ran into him. Are they spying on him? I think paranoia is a distraction. Okay, let's make her infiltrate this location even more. Let's see the progress on the enshadowment of this location. Oh, gained from giant progress. Okay, now our warlock has completed the shadow, so now the shadow of this place is 100%, and it's already beginning to corrupt the ruler, which is already at 50% in shadowment. Although heroes will try to repel the shadow, so what we need to do now is try to corrupt the nearby locations. We'll do one wall of shadows, which will spread the shadows even faster. Okay, now the Chosen One is starting to do something that will be dangerous to us, which is build an alliance. So if we check over here, it's starting to, the red areas are the people that know about our existence, and it's starting to become a problem, because now what this Chosen One is trying to do is build an alliance. So it will go to different rulers and say, hey, there is this big threat that's about to come. Do you want to join together and fight this threat together? And they will say yes, and they will try to make an alliance of different nations and try to actively stop what you try to do. Sadly, I have to go now. I will return on the next stream. Yeah, no problem. I'm still not sure what we're going to do in the next stream, but we'll let you guys know. Very interesting game. I'm glad you like it. As you can see, it's a bit convoluted at times, but with patience, it's not really that hard to understand. It just has lots of different elements to consider. I really suggest it. It can be also a really relaxing game. It's not very fast paced, but it can be a good way to pass the time. We'll see you next time. Okay, so when they create an alliance, they will become this very powerful nation made of different countries, and they will try to stop you. Now, what we are trying to do over here is try to corrupt this nation and eventually turn it into a dark empire, which is basically the polar opposite of the alliance. Let's see over here. I think I can make this one do the in shadow. Let's see how long it will take. Okay. Infiltrate docks. Let's infiltrate this palace. Let me see if I can infiltrate something else. Yeah, let's do this one here. I could create another agent, but I don't think that's really necessary at the moment. Or maybe... not sure. Wait, maybe I can try using the courtier, which will be very useful. I will be selecting the ability of familiar face. While in this unit's home location, that location loses 3 security. I will use it because this is the capital of the nation I'm trying to corrupt, and usually the capital is the hardest type of city to infiltrate. So okay, let's see. She seems unsurprised by your agent's request. Of course, the old Armerian of the town of Pierres is more than familiar with the lore that your agent has been seeking, and she is more than willing to share. Forsooth, that is a knowledge but a gift to give out. However, charity can wait. First, Warlock simply must indulge her in a fencing match, with real steals no less. Let's try this one. I loses 2 HP, but it shouldn't be a big issue. Now, this one has bribed some guards, so I will try to infiltrate one of the different points of interest. This one is the same. Let's do this one here. Shadow. Okay, we're about to do the Wall of Shadows over here. Mischievous, loose-lipped youths have seen your agent killing a guard who in turn had seen her while attempting acts of subterfuge at the city of Wretches. The supplicant feels an immediate and intense need to act to eradicate them, all of them, before word spreads of her and her doings. I think we'd have the call to deal with them, because we have some infiltration. Let me spread the influence even more over here. Okay. Okay, now the Warlock made the Well of Shadows. Now, shadow should spread much easier from here. Let's see how the situation is here with the palace. I'll do the same thing over here in this other city. I will unshadow it. Go to the city. I think we can do... How much? Okay, actually, let me bring this one on this city and help the courtier to infiltrate it. Despite the anger and dissatisfaction boiling in City of Riches, the people continue their lives as humanity has during war and unrest throughout human history. Meeting together to blow off steam, the citizens of this place are organizing a party. This could go some way towards cooling tensions here. I think I'll do this does not concern us because it reduces unrest, and you might say that we need to create as much chaos as possible. But the difference is that here this is a nation we are trying to build and turn it into a dark empire. So we need a healthy, powerful nation which we will use to conquer other kingdoms. Okay, let me make this one lay low for a while. Let's help infiltrate the city. Oh, another friend of the trickster has helped her in reducing the menace. Nice. Okay, she's zero. Oh, this one leveled up. Let me give 1 point of lore to the warlock. Let me see if this one has... Okay. I'll move this one to this location, and this one I'll bring it... see what other locations we can try to corrupt. This is not a very big place. We can try to infiltrate this location over here. Let me bring the trickster this way. Okay. Thunder cracks overheard and lightning rages in arcs across the sky as the very environment turns against the courtier, who has found himself caught in a violent thunderstorm that threatens to topple trees and electrify the unfortunate. Little can be done by mortals other than seeking cover or wrapping up and braving the storm, but the servants of elder beings might be able to call upon their patron's power to endure what others cannot. I don't have any power, so I think we can make it lose some challenge progress. That's really not a big deal. In the meantime, we destroy the glyph over here so we can weaken this capital even further. Then once this one will become a Dark Empire, we'll re-enable these glyphs in order to make it even more powerful. Guards as usual. Infiltrate. Same thing as before with decline. I don't care. Don't care. Let's unshadow this place as well. Okay, this one has managed to infiltrate one region. Okay, since there isn't much to do for this one, let's make it explore these ruins. Ruins are this location that can be explored to obtain rare items or different perks. The chosen one is training, but that's okay. Another seal is broken, 5 out of 9. Nice. We are still only at 108 turns, however. Okay, let's see. Minister Vasilis, last ring. An unlikable liege to an unusual degree. The grapes of the minister's drunken wit had long since soured for those surrounding his throne. Once the opportunity arose to replace him with little risk to their finances, station or safety, those in his court subjected to the endless self-centered rants and vacuous philosophical insights would find no shortage of fellow conspirators. Their one demand was that the bastard should be hurting as he went. The opportunity comes when their liege retorts to a point made against him by throwing his full goblet across the table, and immediately regretful, he demands another to be served to him, whilst the court sends his guards away. His unusually cheaper entourage presents the unsuspecting ruler with his final drink, and wait with bated breath for the sip. Nothing in this world could save his shadow-corrupted soul now, save for a miracle. Okay, it's basically the ruler of this city, which is essentially a dick, and people want to try to poison him. I think we'll do a dark miracle. It will consume 1 power, but he will live and he will gain shadow, which is what will help us, and also increase the shadow of the city. Their liege licks his lips to the horror of those around him. The drops he wipes off to his sleeve wrap the fabric. Something is horribly wrong here. So basically, they gave him poison, but we as gods make a dark miracle to increase the shadow of the location. Yeah. Speaking of which, because he became very corrupted, he is falling to the shadow and how now past the halfway point, reaching 50% enshadowment. This will reduce their motivation to perform various actions which harm your interests, such as attacking your heroes, warding against shadow, driving back shadow, or ordering the destruction of high menace locations. This minister has gained a liking for madness. So, let's make this one explore the ruins in the meantime. Let's see. Okay, this one's about to in shadow. This one's will take a bit long. Okay. Trickster encounters a group of potential supporters. Some of the local decadents are willing to assist her, but their support has a cost. A taste of your power. Refusal would of course be taken as an affront. Yeah, let's make it happen. Okay. Okay, we have in shadow this place. Now, everything here is 100 or almost 100% enshadowment. The only place that's left for this nation is the capital. Once we corrupt the capital, it should be much easier. But first, let me make this warlock lay low for the moment. The ancient monastery proved a disappointing set of ruins to explore, with no traps or a hint of lingering magic in the place. The courtier should have known the book without a writer wouldn't be found here. He is ready to leave when he suddenly feels an odd draft. One of the brick walls is breathing. It suffered from moisture eroding it over the centuries. Water will carve a path through even the mountains given enough time. Few swings of the hammer folds the weakened wall and reveals a winding cave behind it, leading deep into the mountain behind the monastery. Perhaps there's more. Okay, let's make it repeat and explore more these ruins. I think in a way this game can be also quite a good tool for dungeon masters in Dungeons and Dragons to set up like a campaign or something like that. I can imagine people using that in this way. Okay. Okay. It's a corrupted hero starting doing some things on their own. Let's try to infiltrate as many locations here as possible. Okay, the cave ending at the monastery at first appeared to have been naturally formed, but the courtier notices the quiet little stream of water that would have carried this cave over thousands of years is acting anything but natural. It flows up the tunnel, taking the path of most resistance, as long as it is the quickest way from the mountain. A hint of lingering magic that the courtier had been hoping to see down at the monastery. This expedition may yet prove worth pursuing. The mountain tremors as your agent steps on the first stone laid down by mortal hands in miles. From the paved road leading down the depths, something responds to your presence. The stale air crackles with power. Okay, let's see how this exploration for the ruins, how this will end up for our agent over here. I gained 1 power in the meantime, let me use it right away. Or we could try... oh yeah, let's try to infiltrate this other section. Okay. Let's see what the warlock can do. How many? Let's see how many. Okay, there's the market and then there is the palace. It shouldn't be too big of a problem. What about here? Yeah, same, more or less. Let's use this one and spread some more shadow. Maybe over here, which I can see that there is a big ward that needs to be removed. Oh, this time we can poison the wards so they hate more with each other. The letter arrives reordered, its ink twisted into hateful new words, retaining the style of the original author but now undermining any possible hope of this conflict ending soon. Perfect. The more people hate each other, the more they will try to sabotage each other and cause chaos, which will contribute to our overall score. Let's do progress. By the way, your agent makes his way deeper and deeper into the mountain at a pleasant pace. The signs of habitation become more and more constant as cave walls begin taking a rectangular shape and even ancient braziers begin to appear on his path. It is odd that nobody ever found this place when the road in is so forthcoming to those walking it, by now wide enough for a parade and without a stone in the path to fall over. The courtier strides on, feeling energized and grinning ear to ear. Treading here has a soothing quality on the senses that your agent is unable to realize is dulling his mind. Dull but still walking, your agent... Let's try this one. Since my character has 3 command, I don't get any debuff by exploring these ruins. Okay, let's try to do another Well of Shadows over here, and maybe have the ward decrease even more, yeah. Also, by the way, now that the shadow is... Now that the shadow is spreading more and more, as you can see here from the percentages, the map is becoming darker and darker, if you are noticing. Here it's much darker compared to here, for example, because the shadow is slowly but surely spreading around. Some shadows spreads naturally from the Elder Tomb as well, which is why this area is very dark as well. In the meantime, the Chosen One is still trying to build an alliance, and now it's still convincing many people to join. Okay, we have infiltrated the market. I think I will do some thievery and then infiltrate the palace. Sitting in her quarters, the supplicant hears the lock of her door shudder, and as the door opens with a soft creaking, she slinks into the shadow to observe the person who didn't see the need to knock before, entering or have a key for that matter. Too specifically dressed for just any burglar, your agent watches as the masked figure puts away the lockpicks and starts rifling through her things with purpose. They are looking for something. Whatever it was they were after, they found it and they are fleeing quickly. Should she follow them and learn what all this was about at a cost to her current pursuits? Let's try this one. Report to the guards. So we gain some progress, but the profile is increased. It's just by 3. It's really negligible. Okay. The Lost City of Gold. Your agent is bedazzled by the sight of warm light exploding out of a yawning cavern inside the mountain. The legendary and lost city of Pititai. Calling it a city made from gold would be inaccurate, but a city clad in gold wouldn't have similarly piqued the interest of poets and myth-makers telling its stories. The much fabled streets here are only the grey of the smooth-cut stone, but anywhere above it gleam all the things embellished with gold, plated with it, rippled by it, as if they were fingers. There's gold here, more than your agent could carry out in his lifetime, more than would be wise to spend lest he become watched for it, not to mention the entity that disapproves of his presence here. There's gold here, but that's not all. Okay, again, so I gain 50 gold. Local devastation is increased by 100. And I keep exploring. As he walks away with his loot, the peak of avarice itself cries after him. Let's see how much it's been explored. 80%. And we can make it stealthy. Okay, Well of Shadows is about to be done. Infiltrate Docks 2. This one has finished stealing, so we can go back to the city and bribe the guards once more. Let's make this one more point of intrigue. But usually I try to go all into the main specialty of each agent. And now we can infiltrate the capital of this region. The Great Mammon. The edges of the city, Mammon is one of the other playable gods, so sometimes there is some crossover between one god and another. The edges of the City of Gold were still a sane place, but closer he gets to its center, it becomes clear it is not just the tomb of an ancient society so opulous the only grave befit to lay them in was their own majestic capital. Towards the yawning pit towers of ivory and gold rise and fall, breaking apart clouds of the finest incense, as the hoard of riches shifts like the surface of the ocean. Streets twist into dazzling labyrinths, but all the paths lead to one place, the pit deep inside the peak of avarice, the maw of Mammon. Deep in sleep and without a mind to communicate with, Mammon guards its heart, a hoard of gold and possessions thrown away by the hopeful and desperate who were promised more. The bones of all the fools who threw themselves down in their maddened ecstasy and greed. What use is that sleeping dark out to you? Let's see what we can have. You can loot the hoard, so we get another 50 gold, but we lose some considerable amount of HP, and it does not increase exploration percentage. Or we can gain 2 power. Or spread rumors. Spread rumors of the fabulous wealth buried here to lure heroes into danger at the risk of one of them sealing his place by completing the ruins forge. Increase the allure of these ruins by 25, does not increase exploration percentage. An entrance to the corrupting City of Gold, hidden and guarded by an order of ascetic monks. What must have been centuries of effort undone with just a little whispered humor. I want to avoid increasing the allure of these ruins because it will attract unnecessary heroes. So I think I will use maybe loot the hoard. So now I have only 1 hit point, but I am filthy rich, so I will take this opportunity to rest and make it regain some missing health. Rest the resupply. Oh, in the meantime there is some corrupted rulers doing crazy stuff. So this one has performed a dark ritual, tearing open a gaping wound in their own lands to summon a blight demon to rampage across the enclave. Wait, it's the enclave Okay, no, it's another enclave. Okay. Oh, it's the one next to it. Yeah, they are just doing war against each other. Okay. Infiltrate docks. Well of shadows. There we go. Now it should increase even more. I can move this one to the capital in preparation for the big corruption. Let's make this one lay low. This one, let's make it rest the resupply again. This one, let's make it intrigue. Let's make this one rob some more. The supplicant witnesses a group of peasants participating in a ceremony at the edge of city of Soufli. They have noticed the darkness crawling into their lives and act upon the fragments of a once powerful banishment ritual from forgotten ages and cultures. when lesser, more primeval entities vied for dominance in the shadow. Even with most of it lost to history and performed by these artless simpletons, your influence retreats away an inch with each chant. We can silence their chants. We simply increase a little bit the profile and menace. Hostile dreams. The courtier is supposed to be resting and gathering their strength, but is finding it increasingly difficult as their mind is assaulted by unsettling and tiring dreams each night. You can wait to see if their dreams subside, or provide a measure of your power to ensure they abate. Let's try this. Wait and see if they abate. No effects? Okay, let's steal some more money. And... oh, people hating each other. Let's poison their words so they hate each other even more. Let's make it rest and resupply one more. Over here. How many people? There's so many people in this area, Jesus. People blaming each other. Hiring assassins to kill each other. The trickster being followed by, and not at all subtly. This is not the first time she sees them hastily stop and turn when looked at, but they always return. Where the group falls short in stealth, they look to excel at what happens next if they catch your agent. Yeah, let's face them. We only lose 1 HP. Oh, let me bring this one to the capital, so it will make things easier. In the meantime, with this one, I think we can... let's wait a little bit for this one. We would say it's idle, but that's okay. The chosen one is still roaming around the world, warning everybody. Okay, now we can fully corrupt the capital, finally. In the meantime, the supplicant will keep it a low profile. As for this one, for the courtier, not sure what I can do with it. I could try to bring it over to one of these other locations and see what I can do to corrupt them. Maybe I could try and corrupt the elves, which are really powerful. Yeah, why not? Especially since the chosen one is about to convince this Winter King. Yeah, let's go over here. And infiltrate over here. Yeah. Why is the shadow no longer valid? Oh, because they made a damn word. Let me fix it right away. I could give the item to the supplicant. In the meantime, reduce the word. Then the supplicant, we can do some subtle thievery and give this item to the ruler, which will mean that it will continuously reduce the protection from the darkness. Another seal is broken. 6 out of 9. We are slowly reaching the awakening. Let's make this one lay low. Now let me try and shadow. Oh wait, I cannot just yet. Let me see what this one does. And the winter court. Let me see what a winter palace does. While in winter, Fey Elf loses 5% arrest and devastation. Oh, that's hardly relevant for me. What we are going to do instead is outright murder. We can do a silent assassination. So the thing with elves is that compared to human settlements, as you can see, human settlements have an heir. With elves, it doesn't work like that. So when they lose a ruler, it will take much longer for them to find a new ruler, which will slow their actions as a nation considerably. Let's see if we... Okay, people are killing each other. Okay, now let's try and shadow this area again. In the meantime, look how dark it's becoming over here. Darkness is really taking hold of the lives. Yeah, darkness takes hold. As your shadow begins to overcome the world, darkness falls. Nights are darker than before, and candles shine weaker. As they are lit, the darkness takes time to recede, reluctantly falling back into the corners of the room, like an inky black tide. The people of the world will notice, but perhaps it is already too late. You are now at 20% world shadow. The light will be extinguished from this world. Yeah, let's say that this world is not doing too great at the moment. At least here in the north. World panic is still relatively low. But it won't be for long. In the meantime, there's still plenty of rulers who want to try and make an alliance, but if the alliance is whatever is remaining of this place, then there is really no use. Okay, no longer valid. Why? Because you made the ward again. Damn it. There's some person who keeps placing wards over here, and it's making really difficult for me to completely unshadow the place, which is something I definitely need. So let's see what we can do with the supplicant. Oh, what's this? Page for the tome at the cost of 35 gold. The market will restock when not held by an agent. Deals 1 sanity damage per turn. Destroyed when sanity reaches 0. That can be useful. I could try and use it to infiltrate and make someone crazy. Ooh, I have an idea. What's the... Okay, this is the chosen one. And this city is the home location of the hero. If we try to infiltrate this city, then we can, if you infiltrate the home location of a hero, you can then make a challenge which will allow you to give certain items to that hero. If we manage to infiltrate this city, we can then purchase this item, which I'll do it right now, donate the item to the hero, and the hero will become crazy eventually. I think this can be a good plan. Let's bring this one over here. In the meantime, use some powers to boost the infiltration. Let's bring this one here. In the meantime, let's hope I manage to corrupt this city. It's being a bit... Oh, finally I have infiltrated this dynasty palace. We can corrupt the house of this one. Let's see. Can try and make it... Wait, can I not? Oh yeah, I cannot enshadow it yet. Okay, let's make it lay low for the moment. A warlock search for the lost text of Mesopotamian glyphs and wording symbols has led him to a site deep beneath the city of Sufli, in catacombs and areas long forgotten. The site appears safe at first glance, but after a fortunately non-damaging accidental activation, it becomes clear that the area is littered with dangerous traps that are well hidden. Are the lost texts worth the risk? I'd say yes. Oh yeah, in the meantime I managed to kill the King of the Elves by the... Perfect. Although another guy found out and he's mad about it. It's okay. Let's make this agent return back to home. Now it will take some time for the elves to obtain a ruler, but in the meantime, as there is no ruler, they cannot do any national actions, one of which is form the alliance. So at least the elves, for now, they cannot join or form the alliance. Okay, let's try once again to enshadow this city. Okay, they managed to create the alliance. Then we'll see which one. As awareness and world panic reach their peak and humanity comes to terms with the threat it faces, the Chosen One calls for an alliance to prevent your rise. The First Nation has already heard their warnings and begun to take the desperate last steps. Soon, others may join them, as their rulers become aware and afraid enough to put aside all differences and come together to hold back the shadow. The Alliance has additional actions they can take against you, and will aggressively seek out your forces in whichever form they take. A futile effort. So let's see which one is the Alliance. It is this one over here, Alliance of Ashan. Over time, other nations will try to join the Alliance. For now, it's just this one, but if I don't do something about it soon enough, the entire map will become the Alliance, which can be both a good and a bad thing if you corrupt the world enough. If one corrupted hero or settlement joins the Alliance, it can cause some serious damage. Okay, we are here. Let me steal from this location. Oh, it didn't have any money. Okay, never mind. Jesus, these places are broke. Let me see if I can find... Does this one have money? Yeah. But let's steal over here then. Finally, we managed to enshadow this place. Now, as soon as we have another agent available, we'll be able to create the Dark Empire, because we have enough settlements enshadowed. Now for this one I will simply put in to lay low, and same for Mr. Courtier over here. Ooh, I could... This one is very useful. Let me bring this one here. This is a Deceiver Temple. The Deceivers can change faces and mannerisms to adopt any guise imaginable. If infiltrated, you can recruit minions who can replace slain heroes and rulers with enshadowed doubles. So, we infiltrate this place, gain one minion, and the next ruler we assassinate, it will be replaced by a shadow version of the victim. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. The Chosen One is redeeming the Sovereign of a nation, purging them completely of shadow, and potentially making a powerful ally. You can use Geomancy to attack them for a distance to disrupt this power, or attack them directly to prevent the challenge from completing. I think I have an opportunity. The agents, even if some are unique and can be lost forever, sometimes it is necessary to sacrifice them. In this case, we have the Chosen One, who is trying to redeem the ruler of this nation, which I have just enshadowed. So I am using the Trickster to try and attack the Chosen One. It will almost certainly die because the Chosen One is much more powerful. But once this happens, those people who were friends with the Trickster will come to hate the Chosen One, and because of that they will try to stop her in the future. So we'll do just that. Trickster, goodbye. Your sacrifice will be remembered. Attack the Chosen One. Dead at the first... died one hit. But now look, the prince holds the killing of his friend the Trickster to be entirely unjustified and perhaps unforgivable, and will not easily forget the murder committed by his rival, the Chosen One. The Trickster has been killed in combat with the Chosen One. The hero stands triumphant over the broken body, but opportunity can sometimes be found in the most unlikely of circumstances. More dust, more disappointment. Now, we've done two things. Now, one person hates the Chosen One, And I stopped stopped the chosen one from redeeming the ruler. And now we have one agent slot for the monarch. Now the monarch is a very special and powerful agent. Not because it's strong or anything, but because it allows you to create a dark empire. So whenever we have an enshadowed capital and enough enshadowed cities, we can use her abilities to create the dark empire. While she does that, I will use another ability, this time from the courtier. The courtier is able to create political drama. So since we had the trickster killed, there will be some people that may be mourning the loss of this agent. Let me see. Maybe here? Yeah. Yeah. So the friend we've seen earlier is mourning the loss of the trickster. So now what we are going to do is I'll bring the courtier over here. And we will escalate to vendetta. Causes a recent killing to escalate into a blood feud between houses, which could cause individuals from the aggrieved house to attack or turn against the members of the killer's house. That's perfect. So for this one, which has lots of people belonging to one specific house, now I will escalate the death of the trickster into a vendetta. So every people of this family will hate the chosen one and will try to stop her from impeding my plans. 10 people were drawn into this conflict as House Iliopoulou swears vengeance against House Now, which is the house of the chosen one. The father is guilty of the sins of the child, and the child of the father. All bear the guilt of murder, and all must pay for the lives lost. Perfect. Now, with this one, we can... Yeah, here basically everyone who is corrupted. I think I will take the opportunity to spread some more shadow from here. Yeah, we can already see the effects of the vendetta. So this person has sabotaged the chosen one following some personal grievance or generally hostile attitude by accusing them of various crimes and malevolent associations and using their legal pool to give weight to these claims. The chosen one has gained some menace, although this one will not be doing much because by default the chosen one cannot gain menace. Okay, now we have infiltrated the Deceiver Temple. We need 100 gold, however. Where can we steal 100 gold? How much money do we have? Okay, let's infiltrate this area and then steal the gold. For most, a walk through the Viannos village is an uneventful affair, a dull routine, Yet those few whose pockets sag with the weight of coins find that their excursions among the commoners are keenly watched by the desperate and unscrupulous, looking for a score. The supplicant flinches as a pair of street urchins barrel right into her with these exact knavish intentions on having your agent's money. Although we have the option, tried all tricks, we instead obtain some money. That's nice. So we steal over here. Oh, okay, now so okay, let me show you the full event. So the same guy from earlier put a bounty on the chosen one. Then the chosen one tried to end the vendetta, although she got disrupted by another member of the same house. So now basically there's everyone of this region against her, which are making things difficult for her to do any good. Although she's trying to interrupt the vendetta. Okay, now we can go here and recruit the deceiver. Let's see how's the situation here. Jesus, there's so many people. Where is it? Where is the chosen one? Is it gone? No, it's still jumbled in here somewhere. There we go, I found you. Yeah, I think it's about to interrupt. It's about to end the vendetta against the houses. But, oh, wait, I can see. I think she is about to get attacked. We'll see how it ends. Okay. Okay, let's see. Ah, damn it. Didn't do it in time. So the chosen one has convinced the people to put aside the vendetta against the house so that they can concern themselves with more pressing matters. But at the same time we managed to complete the Dark Empire. The monarch is now the ruler of the Dark Empire and can lead it to war. If she is killed, a new ruler can be appointed via Dark Coronation ceremony, so you can continue to direct its military forces. So, now that we have this, now you have the Dark Empire over here, and what this monarch can do is go into places like here and declare a Dark Crusade, which will cause the Dark Empire to declare war and try to conquer the enemy. So in the meantime, I can try to re-enable the glyphs for the Dark Empire, which will prove very useful. Let me try to bring the quote here somewhere else. The alliance is still just that. That's good. It has so much security though. No matter. So let me bring this one here and try to corrupt, or at least make the hero go mad. So earlier when we snack Dark Empire on a classic, yeah, indeed, welcome to the stream. Being showing people the game, the various mechanics, and going with a very simple run with the Snake God, just to show more or less how the game works. I'm not sure if I will make another live stream about it, because I am aware on how it may be a bit boring to watch. I think this is one of those games which is a bit boring to watch but really fun to play. I simply wanted to make at least this stream in particular to show you guys, or at least those unfamiliar with the game, about how this game works and functions, so you can have a better understanding on how the mod will work. On a more positive note, one of the viewers were very captivated about the complexity of the game, so at least I'm glad I managed to show a new game to somebody who might enjoy it. A good introduction. There are still plenty of mechanics in the game that I've never experimented with. Oh really? Which ones in particular? I have my one in particular that I rarely ever tried, but I'm curious to hear what are the ones you have never messed with. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So I was saying here, when this enclave was uncorrupted, I had to remove those glyphs in order to infiltrate these cities much easier. Now that it is part of the Dark Empire, it's beneficial to re-enable the glyphs that we want in order to make this empire stronger. I think we'll do for this one a glyph of haste, so it will double the speed of the national actions. I haven't done much with the courtiers feuds, and I'd mostly stopped playing before the DLC came out, so the DLC agents remained unexplored. Oh, I really recommend playing the DLC. It has lots of variety. As for the courtiers feuds, that's maybe one of my most used playstyles, because it really can mess things up for the chosen one and the relations. It's one of those things that may seem not much at the beginning, but it's kind of a snowball effect. If you manage to piss off the right people in the right time, it can get really hard for heroes to fix the issues, and then maybe someone kills another, which further fuels the hatred, which will then kill another people, which they hate even more, and it's a constant feedback loop. I'm also not that familiar with how to create civil wars using the aristocrat. They're tricky to figure out. Yeah, the aristocrat is quite tricky. But essentially, so you cause a problem, it's either plague or famine, although plague is much easier to create because it spreads so much. And when the situation is dire enough, you use the aristocrat to initiate a vote. And for example, let's say that you manage to plague half the country. They will initiate a vote, and the vote will be for those that are healthy against the ones that are sick in the cities. and depending on the result, one side will hate the other, and because of that they will cause political unrest and do some damage over time to the different relations. But I agree, the aristocrat is one of the more advanced types of agents, which also explains if you think about the fact that the aristocrat is an agent that's being added later after the release of the game. Okay, we have declared the Dark Crusade on this very little state. We'll try to gather as many of these smaller states as possible before the alliance improves, but I don't think the alliance doing any better because most of the rulers of these other countries are unaware yet, and the chosen one, I think it's a bit it's still busy trying to warn the world, but I don't think it will do much. Okay, in the meantime we are adding some beliefs to make the empire even more powerful. Try glyph for unity. The monarch can lay low. People are going crazy. Let's go and try to make the hero go nuts. For unity, and then we go to the other. In the meantime, the armies are fighting the victim. I could try to poison the chosen one, but I won't do that. I'll take priority in infiltrating this capital. Maybe he can poison the chosen one. For this one we can add a glyph of another glyph of haste, maybe? I wonder if the effects will stack. Because if I do now... Okay. Let's try a glyph of haste. Oh, new agent slot. Perfect. I think we can use... see which one we can do. We could try to use the Baroness to protect the area of the Dark Empire. Yeah, fuck you, why not? Let's try Mistress of the Night. I'll use her as some sort of guard for the areas that are enshadowed. Oh, another thing that comes to mind that I've almost never tackled with is the dwarves of the underground. Mostly because they are very hard to infiltrate. No modded agents, but living societies active. It's always interesting getting a peek at different people's mod lists. I haven't either. Yeah, I too don't have modded agents. Unless there are modded agents in the living bundle of if there is a mod which adds agents that are in the same group as living societies, I think I will try it out. I also never tried one of the modded gods. I've never found the need to try a modded god because of the sheer number of the gods the vanilla game has. Hello Duplis, welcome to the stream. Deep Ones Plus adds an agent, but I think that's the closest it gets. Yeah, fair enough. I don't have Deep Ones Plus, but is it good? Is it worth it, or does it change maybe too much? I want to avoid adding like mods that change too much of a game's original concept. Deep Ones Plus changes way less than the living mods at least. Oh, okay. Then I think I can try it out. If it's the same thing with Deep Orcs, Orcs Plus, I can try it out. I really like the living mods because I think they should be part of the base game, for me at least. Orcs Plus are considered the standard gameplay overhauls along with living ones. Oh, okay, fair enough. If they are on the same level, then I think I can try them out. Orcs Plus is slightly more noticeable if you don't interact with it. Okay. The thing I haven't tried Orcs Plus is because I think the orcs are already quite complex already in the vanilla game. Even then, they rarely get very far. Yeah, fair enough. We can... yeah, let's ruin the wording of this one. Okay, let's see what we can... lithophase. Nice. Orcs Plus actually makes them simpler and much more viable, really. What's the main change about them? Because I like the way the orcs function now with the different specialized types of settlements. I always liked the idea of the orcs, but wasn't able to manage the super specific orc strategies that the players had. The same, the orcs are another thing that I rarely get the chance to use. Mostly because it takes a very long time to make the orcs powerful. Okay, the chosen one is still doing the alliance. Okay, now let me check if having 2 glyphs of haste, if they stack. So it's 5 turns left here. It usually removes like 2. I don't think it does a much difference. Or does it? Not sure. The specific camps remain the same, but all camp types excluding mines have their own custom army types. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's simply something added. Instead of having general orc army, there are specialized units. That can be... It's something like the spell twister. I think that's already a type of army in the base game that's different than the regular orc army. Orc types are paired with cultures, which are custom religions. Okay. Yeah, I think I can try that. Doesn't hurt to try it. Okay, we managed to poison the chosen one. I don't know how much it will change, but let's lay low for a while. They gain influence through one-off actions or by building and infiltrating holy sites at their specialized camps. There's a lot, honestly. You'd be better off checking out the mod page. It has a reasonably up-to-date feature list. Yeah, I'll see. I think that's one of the reasons I was a bit hesitant to try them, because it changed a lot. Okay, the courtier is being showered with money, basically. Let's give her... oh, it has already more minions. I have enough influence to change the moon singers. I don't need to tackle that at all. It's not really necessary. This one, I think we can leave her on her own. We'll use her when necessary. Let's see what powers we can use. I can use a split shadow, but let's try serpent's coils, just for the fun of it. In the meantime, let's see. Yeah, we are slowly conquering this location. We are already at 50% victory. We were pretty lucky with the generation, because we started the world with the nation of the Chosen One already at war with the elves, so they got like 3 settlements destroyed immediately. I see there is a new elf ruler. I think we can try to... okay, let's wait until the supplicant infiltrates the market, then we'll try to assassinate the ruler of the elves and replace it with the darker minion, so hopefully the elves will join the Dark Empire, which would be a huge boost in power. So the monarch, I don't think I need to do much because they are dying, although I can declare war on this one. Lay low. Let's try and spread some shadow around, just for the fun of it. Okay, we've infiltrated the market. We can, yeah, infiltrate the Dynasty Palace, and in the meantime with the supplicant we'll go here, we'll infiltrate the capital of the elves, and then we'll assassinate the ruler so that we replace it with the enshadowed doppelganger. Wait, what is this one doing? Conclave of a Grand Army at the Alliance. We need to think about that as soon as possible. Okay, Dark Crusade. Let's make this one to rest once again. Oh, we have a Deep One Sanctum which appeared from somewhere. I'm not sure where, maybe underground. Usually Deep One Sanctums sometimes randomly spawn underground. Let me see. No? Oh wait, here. Okay. Fuck. Damn it. It was a city with a glyph. Now there is not the glyph anymore. Yeah, it was the glyph for Unity. Ah, damn it. I should have removed that Deep One cult. Yeah, it's okay. Now, supplicant, it's your time to kill. Well of shadows. Let's make this floor and spread shadow maybe down here. Yeah. Oh, there's a random arcane secret. I don't think it's necessary. Oh, the Conclave has been seriously harmed already. I haven't done anything yet. Having lost the key support of the former ruler of the city of blah blah blah. Nice, nice. Okay, let me see where the Conclave. Okay. Let's try and undermine it. How much? Okay, first with the supplicant we'll kill this king and then try to undermine the Conclave over here. Silently assassinated, and now we replace it. Nice. Then we use the powers of here and here. Let's undermine the Conclave. It's already going to be messed up. Nice. Everyone's getting enshadowed. Nice. Let's bring you here to lay low for a while. Now that we have the enshadowed part, but let's see what... Yeah, they want to worsen the relation with the Alliance, which would be very good, since these elves are very, very strong. The Empire? They don't want to yet. That's okay, eventually they will. Let's see the Conclave. I think it will be destroyed. Yeah, it's only a matter of a few turns. Let me see how much is left for the chosen one. Yeah, no, it won't make it. Unless, this minister... Okay, let's try to make it like this. Okay, let's choose another place to conquer. I'd say we can try to conquer the Enlightened over here. Let's see. Jesus, so many people are supporting the Conclave. Let's see how's the progress. Undermine Conclave. Let's see in what other places we can undermine it. We're here, so let's try and go with that. Come on, Conclave. Dark Crusade over here. Okay. And the Conclave has failed, undermined by the agents of the darker powers. Humanity will need time before it can attempt to conduct such a large diplomatic event again, and has gained no advantage from this conclave. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Dark Crusade in full effect. I think we are going to win before the god even wakes up. I didn't think it went this fast, although that's also part of the god. This one is a very powerful and easy god to use. Okay, so now we have infiltrated the hometown of the chosen one, so we are going to give it this item, which should make it insane. We do simply that. Still from the hero. The chosen one tries to create an alliance, but to no avail. Now, oh, someone is trying to attack the courtier. Okay, now we give it the crazy scroll. Okay, who is trying to attack the courtier? This bozo here. Let me see if I can. No, I cannot cloud senses. Run! Run away! And the supplicant will bring it over here to hide. Lee, run! Courtier, don't you die on me. Lay low. Our warlock is making wells of shadows left and right. Oh damn it, they changed the location of the elves. It's okay. We are becoming very powerful anyway with this Dark Empire. People completely falling to the shadow. Alliance incoming. Oh, there is already the alliance, but oh, no longer valid. Okay. There is already the alliance, which is this one, but it remained like this for quite some turns for now, because everyone else is too busy either killing each other or being corrupted by the darkness. So I don't think we can do much. What I can try to do is try to kill another elf ruler and make it and give it the enshadowed version. So I need to use the courtier over here. If we move back when the season changes again, you could also try and replace the winter leader if you got another this year. Yeah, I did kill and replace the one over here. Now I'll try to do this one. And I need to bring the courtier back to this area, and there is a guy that wants to kill him. Oh, I think they killed the guy who wanted to try to kill my courtier. In the meantime, this is one of the few plays in which the Dark Empire is conquering without any problems whatsoever, so it's not being invaded by anyone. There is no civil war or anything. Let me check. Maybe. Yeah, it's going well because of the glyphs, which is making it very fast. So slowly but surely it's about to conquer everything. We'll try with the smaller things first, especially since some of them may become part of the alliance. Let's make this one lay low. In the meantime, let's bring this monarch to the next victim to be invaded. Oh, it's going to the Winter Queen. Too bad it's not going to last very long. Oh, we are almost ready for the god to awaken. Oh, it's going to try again the conclave of the Dark Army. Let's try randomly. Let's see where... Oh yeah, fuck. He brought literally randomly. Let's go back here. To feed. Yes. 100 turns. I think I will win before the god awakens. Okay, let's declare war on this enclave, which will be a good opportunity to obtain another glyph from this settlement. Dark Crusade, let's go. Let's see which areas need intervention. Let's try here. This power is way too powerful, Eyes in the Shadows. Best way to describe what Deep Ones Plus and Orcs Plus do is that they expand out the mechanics that are available to their respective focuses into. Winning before She-Hulk Fist awakens is pretty usual from my experience, yeah. Same thing for Yastur. Into viable and flexible win conditions in and of themselves. Yeah, I think I might try them out. My biggest concern was that they may have replaced some of the vanilla features, but if it's, as you said, in which they only expand on what's already existing, then I think I will try it out. Wonder Brothers Deep Ones Plus is the inspiration for Orcs Plus. Yeah, it's very wholesome to see such a small game have this well-dedicated modding community. And I am hopeful that since this game received a shadow update not too long ago, I hope the developer will go back to the game and expand it even more. I think it's really one of those hidden gems in the Steam Workshop, which deserves more recognition. Like, imagine if this game had the same level of production and quality in animations and menus as like an Age of Empires. Imagine how cool it would be, like have proper animations for the god and the events. Recently I've been playing Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Like imagine like in that game being able to see the troops march towards their destinations and have their fights over there could be really, it could become a really awesome and really appreciated game, in my opinion. Surprising to me, at least, the modding community is still growing. Nice. It's a tall order. I know, just getting save load for my project has taken 2 years. I'm just now working on the event system. Very much on and off working, mind you. Yeah, fair enough. Everyone gets their own time and their own pace. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we forget to slow down in a day and age where it seems you need to do everything as fast as possible, because everyone is running everywhere. But if you run too quickly, you may end up tripping yourself. And that also applies in life, I think. In profile, you warlock, there's so much darkness that I don't know how to use you properly. But let's try spreading even more shadow over here. The lady over here, it's just chilling in her castle, doing nothing, because the chosen one is so busy trying to build the army, which I don't think will end up working. Let's try this one. Geez, these people are tearing each other apart. Yeah, it's very... they are really hating each other. The generation in this world was really lucky, because here it already started with these elves fucking up the main the home country of the chosen one. Is there geomatic locus near the Dark Empire by any chance? Let me check. Nope. Seems that most of them are concentrated over here. Oh, near the Alliance. There is... yeah, it's in one of the capitals of the elves. And that's the nearest one, but it's nothing too serious. It won't do any big damage. There are two, like, right next to each other, unfortunately. Okay, did I manage to undermine this one? Yes. So then let's do this one here. In the meantime, let's see here if it's... lowering as expected. Yes. Yeah, people are killing vengeance, vendetta here, vendetta there. Well, let's use this one to undermine the other conclave. Let's try here. And let's try to hire another deceiver. People rising up demons and stuff. And now let's try and go and kill this one. Let's undermine here. 73%. I think we are going to win before we awaken. Oh, cool. One of the members of the Dark Empire has become a prophet of one of the religions. Jesus, like this one is loaded with money. The courtier's having so much gold. I think this conclave will be completed, I am afraid. Let me see the... Yeah... Bunch of people are supporting the conclave. I could try and go directly here. How much is left here? 15 turns. Yeah, a bunch of people are supporting the conclave. You got Dark Prophets enabled with the community library. I don't know. Is there any difference? I know that my agents can become prophets, but I think that's part of the base game, no? What's the main difference? Oh, the summer court is... It doesn't have any ruler. A quick and stabbing can fail the conclave pretty easily. Yeah, fair enough. In the basic game, or with the disabled, prophets from the Dark Empire or modded evil factions still count towards the humans for influence. With the Dark Prophets mod option enabled, they count towards you. So if they are enshadowed, they act in your favor and bring the influence to Elder. I don't know if it's enabled by default. Not sure. I have seen people influencing holy orders to Elder influence if they dislike cooperation or like madness or stuff like that, but I don't know if that counts towards what you are mentioning. Okay, let's see the conclave situation. I think it may end in time. That's from living characters. Okay, well, we can... Let me just save. We can always check. Living characters. Let's see. Hireling. Here there's only hireling. You can check in the order screen. What is the prophet providing? Oh, let me see. No prophet chosen. It's not this one. Or it's this one. Prophecy. Is there a way to check what the prophet is supposed to be doing? How has the game been? Hello, welcome back. We may win before the awakening of the god. Dark Prophets is in the community library. Okay, let me check. What configuration? Configure. When to hold your screen, display no facial of any Dark Prophets. It's false. It's toggled on false. If enabled, enshadowed prophets belonging to the Dark Empire and prophets belonging to offending theocracies will count as a player-controlled prophet for the purpose of influence gain. Okay, it's toggled to false. They are prophet which hold the order. I could toggle this one though. Prophets of holy orders will be given a trait that indicates that they are prophet. That can be very useful. Also this one. Oh, this one is already true, okay. Disable curved links. Oh, I didn't notice that. Fuck yes. Can these options be toggled mid-round? Or are they save dependent? I can enable them now? Yes. As much as I like the attempt, I think it gets really confusing with all of those squiggly lines. Enchanter. Yes. Some visual clarity at last. Oh, I really missed this. Nice, nice. Ooh. Now it's much more understandable. Ooh, the end approaches. The shadow is slowly growing across the world. The lands are falling into darkness. The sun still rises, but it barely gives any light. The days are as dark as nights once were. The nights are inky black, regardless of the moon, and filled with terrors which were once mere myth and legend. The world is now more than half enshadowed. I need to twitch a number of curvy lines. Yeah, you're welcome, thank you. Victory 81%. I think we definitely are going to win before the awakening of the god. Okay. Let me see. Glyph of cleansing. Which one is it? I don't remember. Let me see which one was the glyph of cleansing. Okay. I found a use for you, Warlock. Go back here and change the glyph. In the meantime, I'll use the Monarch to invade some other nation. We could try this Enclave, since more opportunity to use more glyphs. Let's replace. How is the Enclave still going? Jesus, just die already. Okay, let's bring this one and lay low. Okay, 25. Oh, there we go. Completely undermine the Conclave. Perfect. Dark Crusade. Let me double check if everything's going perfect. Okay. Oh wow, that victory is called ticking up quickly, yeah. Indeed, indeed. I remember when I first played this game with the She-Hulk Fist, when the first time that I managed to reach the awakening, it was a really dopamine rush. I think now the hardest god for me to play and to win is Ophanim. I really struggle with that one, because it's really slow to build up momentum, which is kinda counterintuitive because Ophanim unlocks a lot of powers very early, but most of them you don't even have time nor opportunity to use them. Shadow spreading unopposed plus large dark empire, it's a good score, yeah. Ophanim can be tough, yeah. Ophanim is definitely one of the most difficult cards to master. Yeah, it's the one I have always had problems with it. Oh yeah, I think I need to infiltrate it. Okay, let's bring you here and you can lay low. I don't play him very often, but he can be very strong. He also has the strongest unique tenet with Orcs Plus. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, he also has one of the strongest powers once he awakens, which is Smite, which can just destroy entire cities. So I use it whenever there is a conclave. If with Ophanim, if you manage to awaken and there is a conclave, you just smite the entire place whenever they try. So whenever the chosen one goes to a place, oh, let's do a conclave here, and then you just get space lasered from orbit. Yeah. Like, not too long ago, I managed to obtain the Pompeii achievement by destroying 8 settlements using eruption. My favorite moment with Ophanim was miting the capital of the Alliance while the chosen one was there. Yeah. Okay, now we have declared war on this enclave. Let's hope it goes well. It will provide... The reason why this Dark Empire is very strong is because we made this enclave the Dark Empire, and with the glyphs it becomes basically unstoppable, because any problem that may come, like with unrest and stuff, you can use the glyphs and it stomps them, basically. That's an image certainty. Heretic, die to space laser. I'm a firing laser. It can be satisfying, especially when you manage to perfect their theocracies, so you get the armies of gigachads marching towards the enemies and curb stomping them. Okay, now we are over. Where are we? Why are we here? Why are we here? I don't know. Let's bring this one over there. Ophanim is also really fun if you manage to get a Dark Empire and a Theocracy set up and have them both invade the Alliance at the same. I mean, for me, the Dark Empire is basically a requirement if you want to win as Ophanim, because you need to create the enough darkness to boost the spread of faith in the other regions. People having vendetta on each other. I can see that now the score is slowing down a little, so we may be able to watch the awakening, but I'm not too sure. Guild Alliance. Girl, you are a bit late to the party. Like, this is the weakest alliance I have seen in a long while. Like, it never spread. It remained like this little insignificant region. "70 turns is a lot." Yeah, you can. I'm realizing that. Lay low. Go command some battles. Oh, people declaring war against each other, which is not the Dark Empire. Nice. The Alliance is always either a tiny rump state that falls too late or a giant empire that's looking very scary. For me, it happened way too many times that the Alliance is formed right away at in an elven nation. Like, this is for me the worst possible outcome, having the alliance start as a nation of elves, because those are very, very hard to oh, finally someone joined the alliance. Ooh. Fuck, then it was the state that I was trying to invade, damn it. My last YouTube message didn't get through. Is there a mismatch or max message length? Depends what you have written. It is possible that there are some it may be some of the anti-spam filters. I put some words removed that are flagged, so bots will not be present in the chat. So maybe you used one of those words. I don't know. What were you trying to say? Sometimes it just doesn't go through. Almost always see elves from the Alliance in my games. Yeah, and when it happens, it's always a very big nation of elves. Very rarely it's the small, insignificant ones. Yeah, I think you're about to win. The time of humanity is rapidly drawing to an end. The sun rises blood red, shining as a terrifying omen of what is to come. The heavens mourn of the imminent end of humanity and the dominions of the elder gods who ruled millennia before humanity came into existence. Rulers stop doing stability maintenance actions when enshadowed, which makes sense as that helps the player, but they don't start doing them again when they end up in the Dark Empire. It means the Dark Empire is very unstable when using a vanilla society tab. Yeah, I figured. Also, it would be cool if there is an option for the expanded societies to have at least one society of each type in the map, because I noticed that many times in the generation you can get like 3 dynasties and no kingdoms, or 3 khanates and no republics. It would be cool to have an option that guarantees, if there isn't already, I may be stupid, but if there is an option to ensure that there is at least one of each type. I keep meaning to make a small mod that fixes it, but it will likely lead to me adding other stuff. I think there might be an option for that in the mod configuration. Yeah, then it's me who is being stupid. Apologies. Okay. Yeah, the Alliance, you joined a little bit late, buddy. I don't think you can do much. Yeah, now the elves are swearing vengeance against the Alliance, so we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, we can try to conquer this nation over here. Doesn't hurt. Build alliance, human versus... Oh! Wait. Ooh! The chosen one has died. Chosen one has died. Another may step up to take their place. Cause of death, killed in battle. Okay, we need to find the... new chosen one. Who is it? I wanted to... okay, it's this one. Where is their... Oh, this is their home location. Let me do just a quick thing. Okay, let's infiltrate this palace. Yeah, look at how much shadow is in here. What if... Not sure what to do. There always comes a point where you are winning and you don't know what to do with the agents that you have. Oh, redeem sovereign. Ay. Where? Here. Not on my watch. I know what to do. You go here. 90% score. Yeah. 91. 92. In spirit. Oh wait, I can try and use the... Where is it? The geometric locus to attack the chosen one. Yeah. Attack. Okay, we are already in a dark crusade. You can go back here and rest. Yes. Amateur. Only attacking once and the chosen one already gives up. Pathetic. Oh shit. Arcade Fortress Elder Doom. No. Cliff Palace, okay. Okay, now we can go quickly here. Well, I can use the Baroness to protect the Elder Tomb. 94%. We're almost there. Oh, the Alliance declares war on the Dark Empire. Let's see if this alliance can withstand the mighty empire. Let's use the Glyph of Unity on this one. Elder Tomb. Well, I might just... Oh, it's guarded by this guy. I'll just wait. Or I can do... I can attack the channeler, maybe. %, 96%. The Butcher's Son, the entire world, as humanity once knew it, is on the brink of annihilation. As your power grows and you finally assert your dominion over existence, brushing aside all of humanity's efforts and endeavors. On many days now, the sun is a grim red thing, casting unnatural light across the world as reality breaks down and returns to older times. I don't think Arcane Fortress counts as a channeled spell. I may be wrong though. I mean, the effect is the same? No, never mind. 96, 97. It's this. Oh, also another thing I wish it could be feasible is to be able to see the progress of the prophecy of the Chosen One. Because right now there isn't any way to check the different steps that the prophecy has. Because it is mentioned in different sections of the game that the chosen... Wait, let me see if I can find it. If I find the fulfill the prophecy mission, it will say it. What about the threats panel? As for my, the gods are almost always good at, or better than the vanilla. Let me see in the threats. This one is the chosen one. It doesn't say much. Maybe in the events? No. Because if you check the chosen one and check the mission, the challenge about fulfilling the prophecy, if I managed to find it. No, maybe in here. Yeah, here. It says, can only be done by the chosen one in the direst of times, when world panic is high, and after they have accomplished their first prophecy steps. It would be really nice if we were able to see what those first prophecy steps are, because I don't understand what are the parameters that determine the prophecy steps, like if they are present in the game code or anything. It would be nice to have a tracker of the prophecy steps. The Hero's Journey mod plays around with the prophecy, but yeah, I don't know where else it happens. Like, does it expand on that, or does it show an already present mechanic? Because if it because maybe I will check. I never looked into how the prophecy is generated. Do please may know. Either way, I could easily add that to the threats panel. It would be a good addition, in my opinion. It expands on it and makes the chosen one an even bigger threat. 98%. Let's see if the... Oh Jesus, look how much stuff there is. 98%. Let's see if we can win by doing nothing for now. Yeah, death over death. 98%, 99%. Come on, 100%. And with that, we reached our victory. Lulled into a hypnotic apathy by the shadow, the inhabitants of this world will no longer pose a threat to the god world. Their souls rot inside them, like plants choked over the sun, leaving them weak and defenseless. She who will feast will grow for some time before she consumes the world in its entirety, and sets off into the inky blackness of the cosmos, seeking more worlds to consume, or possibly to lay a clutch of eggs and propagate her terrifying kind across the stars. Victory! To be honest, I didn't expect that. This has been one of the longest streams of the channel so far. It's like 3 hours and a half, but as it was fated to be. I recommend Hero's Journey if you want an extra challenge in another mod. Yeah, another mod by Duplis. Nice. Let's see the time lapse. Oh. Let's see the progress. Let's say it was a good thing that this area was already at war. Plus we had the Elder Tomb very close to this area, and the Dark Empire that mostly went unaffected and went on without any major problems. Nice. Here is the chosen one that died. And with that, this is and has been Shadows of Forbidden Gods, a really amazing game, which I think deserves some recognition. And it's the base game to which we've been working on the mod. So, I'd say this has been a very fun stream. First gaming stream with a very peculiar game. Since we've made basically one play in one stream only. I don't think there is it's necessary to make other streams about this game in particular. Although it's 100% sure, once the mod is ready to be played, we'll make another stream of this game in which we'll play the mod itself and maybe even test it out, see what can work, what can be improved, and most importantly see all of the mechanics in action along with the art that we have created so far in this group project. So, with public service announcement, I'm not sure what we'll be doing in these next few streams. I may start doing some minor projects or some idle exercises in drawing, stuff like that. And then starting from next week, we'll do 2 streams dedicated to the project by doing minor art such as the supplicant art, and then 2 streams dedicated to other things which we'll see what we can do. And then maybe even more in the future, but maybe way later, I may do like 3 streams about drawing and maybe 1 about general gaming. Maybe the one in on Saturday make it about gaming. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I think it's a bit still a bit too early. And expect the channel trailer to be released within this week. I'm pretty confident that I'll manage to edit it and complete it within the week. Maybe even tomorrow. If I manage to finish it tomorrow, I will showcase it as a first thing we'll show in the next stream on Friday. Having said that, this has been a very nice, very interesting stream. I'm glad that you guys managed to hop in and check just a little simple game for a very simple game. Well, I say it's time for me to end it here and meet each other in the next stream. This has been the Void Executive, and I wish you guys a good night. See you on Friday.